Afghanistan. The very name evokes images of towering mountains and arid valleys, a landlocked country in the heart of South-Central Asia. Imagine a country nearly the size of Texas, bordered by 6 other nations. To the east and south lies Pakistan, with Iran to the west. Look north and you'll find Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, and Tajikistan, while a sliver of China borders Afghanistan to the northeast. This is Afghanistan, a country where geography has profoundly shaped its destiny. The towering Hindu Kush mountains, running like a spine through the country, have not only defined its physical landscape, but have also carved deep divisions, hindering communication and fostering a strong sense of regionalism. These mountains, while breathtaking in their beauty, make travel a formidable challenge. Roads wind precariously through high passes, often becoming impassable in winter due to heavy snowfall, making it difficult to govern centrally and contributing to its fragmented political landscape. For centuries, these mountains have provided refuge to various tribes and groups. This geographical isolation has had a profound impact on the country's development. Limited access to major trade routes and the challenges posed by the terrain have hindered economic growth and modernization. Yet despite these obstacles, life finds a way. Villages cling tenaciously to mountainsides, their inhabitants eking out a living from the land. The Afghan people, shaped by their environment, are known for their resilience, their ability to endure hardship, and their deep connection to their land and traditions. It is in this challenging environment that Afghanistan's story unfolds, a story of resilience, conflict, and an uncertain future. Afghanistan is a land of remarkable diversity, a vibrant tapestry woven from a multitude of ethnic groups, each with its own unique language, culture, and traditions. With a population estimated at over 38 million, Afghanistan is home to a fascinating mix of people. The Pashtuns, the largest ethnic group, are primarily concentrated in the south and east, while the Tajiks, the second largest group, are found mainly in the north and west. The Hazaras, primarily residing in the central highlands, and the Uzbeks, concentrated in the north, add to the country's ethnic complexity. This diversity, while enriching, has also been a source of political and social tensions throughout Afghanistan's history, with different groups vying for power and influence. Adding to this intricate tapestry is the linguistic landscape. While Dari and Pashto are the official languages spoken widely throughout the country, a multitude of other languages and dialects can be heard in bustling bazaars and remote villages. Turkmen, Uzbek, Balochi, and Nuristani are just a few examples of the linguistic diversity that colors everyday life in Afghanistan. This linguistic richness reflects the country's position at the crossroads of ancient trade routes, a melting pot where cultures and languages have interacted and blended for centuries. Despite the challenges posed by conflict and poverty, the Afghan people have managed to preserve their cultural heritage. Handicrafts such as carpets, rugs, and embroidery, renowned for their intricate designs and vibrant colors, provide not only a source of income but also a testament to the resilience and creativity of the Afghan people. This blend of ethnicities and languages, while contributing to Afghanistan's rich cultural tapestry, has also presented challenges in forging a united national identity. Centuries of rule by different empires and internal power struggles have often exploited ethnic and linguistic differences, hindering the development of a cohesive national unity. Despite these challenges, the people of Afghanistan share a common history, a deep connection to their land, and a resilient spirit that has allowed them to endure through centuries of hardship. Afghanistan's history is a tumultuous tale, a saga of empires rising and falling, of invasions and internal conflicts that have left an indelible mark on the country's psyche. The emergence of the modern Afghan state can be traced back to the 18th century, with the rise of the Durrani Empire, often considered the foundation of modern Afghanistan. However, the 19th and early 20th centuries witnessed a period of intense rivalry between the British and Russian empires, each vying for control of this strategically important region. This power struggle led to the 3 Anglo-Afghan Wars, which, while ultimately unsuccessful in subjugating Afghanistan, left the country weak and vulnerable. The 20th century brought about new challenges and upheavals. The country transitioned from an emirate to a kingdom in 1926. But this period was marked by coups and political instability. The decades following World War II saw Afghanistan caught in the throes of the Cold War, with the Soviet Union and the United States competing for influence. This rivalry culminated in the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan in 1979, an event that would have catastrophic consequences for the country. The ensuing decade-long war devastated Afghanistan, claiming the lives of countless civilians, displacing millions, and leaving the country in ruins. The withdrawal of Soviet forces in 1989 did not bring peace to Afghanistan. Instead, the country plunged into a brutal civil war, with various mujahideen factions vying for control. This chaotic period paved the way for the rise of the Taliban, a hardline Islamic movement that emerged in the early 1990s. By 1996, the Taliban had seized control of Kabul, imposing their strict interpretation of Islamic law on the country. This marked the beginning of a dark chapter in Afghanistan's history, particularly for women and girls, who faced severe restrictions on their freedoms. The 21st century began with the US-led invasion of Afghanistan in 2001, following the September 11th attacks. The Taliban regime was toppled, but the country remained embroiled in conflict. The US and its allies spent the next 2 decades trying to stabilize Afghanistan, building a new government and security forces. However, the Taliban, though weakened, never truly disappeared, waging a persistent insurgency from their sanctuaries in Pakistan. Today, Afghanistan stands at a precarious crossroads. The withdrawal of US and NATO forces in 2021 led to the rapid collapse of the Afghan government and the Taliban's return to power. The country is now grappling with a multitude of challenges, including a humanitarian crisis, a collapsed economy, and a deeply uncertain future. The Taliban, now in control, face the daunting task of governing a country ravaged by decades of war and deeply divided along ethnic and political lines. The international community, deeply wary of the Taliban's human rights record, particularly their treatment of women and girls, has been hesitant to formally recognize the new government. This lack of recognition has further isolated Afghanistan, making it difficult to access the international aid and support desperately needed to address the country's humanitarian crisis, a lack of access to healthcare, and a collapsing economy. Despite these daunting challenges, there are glimmers of hope. The Afghan people, known for their resilience and determination, have not given up on their country. Civil society organizations, though operating under difficult conditions, continue to provide essential services and advocate for human rights. Women, despite facing renewed restrictions on their freedoms, are bravely raising their voices, demanding their right to education, work. The path ahead for Afghanistan is fraught with uncertainty. The Taliban's ability to govern effectively, their willingness to respect human rights, and their ability to gain international recognition will be crucial factors in determining the country's future. The international community, while cautiously engaging with the Taliban, must prioritize the needs of the Afghan people, providing humanitarian assistance, supporting civil society, and using its leverage to promote human rights and inclusive governance. Afghanistan's long and turbulent journey is far from over, and the coming years will be critical in shaping the country's destiny.